Okay, I'm going to reinstall one of my virtual private servers. This one will be the one where we will run our system online. Usually I do it locally, but most people don't want to run a computer 24/7. In the past I have used netbooks and PC sticks. That's basically a complete computer in a USB stick. But for this installation we are going to use a custom image on a virtual private server that costs about $4 or $5 a month. So let's select custom image. I have to provide an URL here. This is the MX Linux version with AHS, which means Advanced Hardware Support. MX Linux is the most popular Linux distribution. You can check that out on distrowatch.com. Let's copy that. It's a Linux system, and for the version and the description I will use the same. Now I can select upload. Now it says downloading and that the image cannot be used right now, so it will take a few more minutes. I actually prefer to use Linux because Windows has some disadvantages when it comes to trading. One of those disadvantages is that Windows decides to install updates and then the whole system will shut down and reboot. And that will not happen with a Linux system. You can install updates whenever you want and you can do it while the system is running, so no restart is required. Another advantage of Linux is that it is possible to do a backup for the whole system and install that on completely different hardware. So you can basically take your Linux system with you or clone your server several times, which is a good thing to do if you want to scale up your trading system to a trading server farm. Okay, now the download message is gone and we can use this image to install our server. So let's click on install. Here we have a warning that everything on the server will be deleted. So let's click on install and it says that the restart process was executed. It can take up to 5 minutes until my server will be reachable. And here is my installation screen. So let's click on enter. Now it's booting the Linux image. This one looks okay. And we start the installer. In my case, I'm going to change the keyboard settings to German because I'm from Germany. Let's move that to the top and click on apply. The next step is to select a disk layout. I will overwrite the whole one. That takes only a few seconds. This one will be the Crowd Company 5 server. The rest is the defaults. I want to change the location to Germany, Europe. The time zone is Berlin. Let's continue. Now we need to provide a username and a password for the user and the root password. I like auto login and I want to save the live desktop changes. Now let's click on next. And in a few seconds we should see that the installation progress is finished. Now it's installing grub and that's it. When I click on finish, it's going to automatically reboot the system. And that's it for the MX Linux installation part on a virtual private server. You can find the link to the solution that I'm using in the README description. So make sure that you check out the descriptions below the video. For now I say thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.